Have you ever looked at your life and thought, maybe I've missed my chance? Maybe you're in your 30s or 40s, 50s, or even older. Maybe you're stuck in a job that no longer excites you. Maybe you're dreaming of starting a business, going back to school, moving to a new city, or simply becoming a different version of yourself. If that's you, I want you to know one thing. It's never too late to start again. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Christina Odiyo, and for a long time, I believed that life had to follow a certain timeline. Go to school, get a job, build a career, settle down, stay where you are. But life doesn't always unfold the way we expect. Sometimes doors close, sometimes we have to begin again, and sometimes those new beginnings become the greatest blessings of our lives. Personally, I've had to start over more than once. Actually, guys, let me tell you my story. I started over. I lived in Kenya. I left Kenya. I went to France at the age of 20, I think maybe 22, 23. I can't quite remember. So I started over when I went to France. And then I lived in France for 3 years. And after 3 years, I decided that I wanted to move to Canada. And then I came over to Canada and I started over. And then in Canada, within Canada, I have started over so many times in different cities. So starting over is not new to me. Each time it felt scary because starting over means stepping into the unknown. You don't know how things will turn out. You don't know whether you'll succeed or you'll fail. But here is what I've learned. Staying where you are simply because you're afraid to begin again can be even more painful than taking the risk. I've met people who stayed in careers they hated just because they were too old to change. I've seen people give up on dreams because they believed their time had passed. Surely, who made these rules? Who decided that learning stops at 30 or 40 or 50? Every single day is another opportunity to rewrite your story. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's not. But, people will question your decisions. There are people who are not going to be on your side. Some people won't understand, even family members, they won't understand why you're changing direction. Others will even discourage you. But you have to remember that they are not the ones living your life. You are the one living your life. I've learned a lesson over the years that growth requires courage, being willing to look inexperienced again, to ask questions, to make mistakes, and to keep going anyway. The first step is usually the very hardest. But after that, you simply keep putting one foot in front of the other. Maybe your fresh start is going is like, maybe your fresh start is going back to school. Maybe it's applying for a job you've always wanted, or one that I keep saying, maybe starting a YouTube channel. And this is a shout out to Gertrude. Hi, Gertrude. Maybe it's starting a YouTube channel. Maybe it's going back to school. Well, maybe it's starting a YouTube channel you've been talking about. Maybe it's launching a small business. Maybe it's rebuilding your confidence after a difficult season. whatever your fresh start looks like, don't let your age convince you that your opportunity has passed. As long as you're alive, you still have purpose. You still have something valuable to offer. You still have dreams worth pursuing. The Bible reminds us in 1 minute, I read this before I came over. The Bible reminds us in Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19, and it says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" I love that verse because it reminds me that God is always able to create new beginnings, even when we cannot see them yet. So today I want to encourage you. Don't allow fear to keep you stuck. Don't compare your timeline with someone else's. Take that step, no matter how small it is. Because 1 year from now, you'll either be grateful that you started or you'll wish you had. I'm going to tell you the final story. So for me, like, my YouTube channel, I have started twice or 3 times. Yeah, twice before. This is the 3rd attempt. And, I usually I sit down and I say, I should have started this a long time ago. There's a friend of some years back, I was into an MLM, and I was really good at it. I got a huge following, and then it came crashing down. But YouTube is something that it came crashing down because it was built by other people. So, I didn't really have power over it. Sorry, I'm looking at the time because I need to be somewhere as soon as I'm done recording. So, I was in an MLM, and it involved talking to you like I'm talking to you right now. It involved a lot of, PR, which I'm good at. And then it came crashing down. And I wish that I could have started my YouTube channel back then, because I would really be far right now. Anyway, it's okay. Just, I can't help, thinking about it. A lot of times I tell myself, what if I had started this 2 or 3 years ago? Right now, I would really be far. But then God's timing is still the best. And this is the time for me to start. And this video was just to encourage you. I'm sure there's someone out there who's going to relate. Please tell me, what's one dream you've been putting off because you think it's too late? Remember, it's never too late to start. Okay? Until next time, take care and God bless you. Bye.